Welcome to TTT Boxing in association with KO Clothing. Here with me, I'm joined by Mitchell Big Dollars Dawson. Thanks for joining us, Mitchell.
No problems.
Big fight coming up on Friday night at DY RSL against Rex Regalado. First of all, before we get into all of that, how introduce yourself to the guys at home. What's your background in terms of amateur fights and things like that, and how did you get into the sport?
Yeah, look, started at about, I'm 30 years of age now, started at about 20 years old. Close to 60 amateur fights. Picked up a New South Wales state title in 2009, which is probably one of my biggest achievements. Up in the Queensland Golden Gloves, got a couple of silver gloves up there, made it to the finals, but couldn't get those Golden Gloves. But so I've always been keen to jump in those tournaments and push myself, and looking forward to seeing how this professional career progresses.
What was it that made you? So obviously, fairly lengthy amateur career, and let's say a similar situation myself. Starting late on in your career. Were you tempted to go pro early on, or did you really enjoy those amateur days? And what was your thinking behind the switch?
Yeah, I did enjoy the amateur days. I just sort of time becomes a lot precious now when you get a lot older, and now the things I want to do them properly, and a professional career is where that next level is, and it's time to push to there. There's a bit of sort of mucking around, going out, a bit of partying and all that stuff in between the amateur career, and now it's just come a time in my life where I've got to cut all that stuff out and give it one last crack before you look back and it's all gone. So yeah.
And how have you found the difference between, say, having a job and working full time and training for an amateur fight, when you're comparing it to getting paid to fight, putting a lot more time in? How has it been in terms of the physical challenges and mental challenges?
Look, it's a lot good. I'm so lucky to be able to, for this fight in particular, I've sort of quit my job, and I've been able to train 3 times a day and put 100% in. So that's good. That gives me sort of the confidence in myself and my fitness and everything. And I've been able to work on. I've trained 3 times a day. I can just constantly work on new techniques, and the sessions become longer, 2-hour sessions, 3-hour sessions, whereas before it's sort of a 1-hour session, hard hit out and that's it, and off to eat and back to work sort of thing. So I'm enjoying it a lot more. There's still a lot of fine tuning to go with it. I think there's a lot more in it, and it's just a matter of getting in contact with the promoters. And thank you, Astrid, for having me on the show and getting my name out there, and it's just a matter of building those relationships and keeping it going.
Definitely, yeah. So it's great to have fights here on the Northern Beaches. So I live in the Northern Beaches myself, and often I was talking to Astrid recently, often travelling out to Homebush or Penrith or these sort of places to go watch these sort of shows that have been put on out there, and it's great to have something more local. Have you found it easier to sell tickets for this fight because it's local?
Yeah, 100%. Just the whole build up to it has just been a lot more exciting. Everyone's keen, and there's a good vibe about it all. Having it on the beaches, a home local fight, and you're right. I would have fought probably out of my 60 fights, probably 3 times on the Northern Beaches, a couple of times at the Leagues Club, and in North Sydney. But yeah, only a handful of times. So especially having my second pro fight here, feeling good, and it'd be good to have mates behind me and get amongst them. So.
Definitely. And so you're training up here in Warriewood at the Glove Box Gym. Great place around here. So talk to me about this gym. It's obviously fairly new. Did you move in from the start?
Yeah. So been training with Paulie for quite some time now. Maybe I've known him for about 8 years and done some solid training. Probably had about 30 or 40 fights with Paulie. Yeah. Just to set the gym up here for about 2 years, and it's awesome. Got a great team here, so sparring's good. The drills are fine tuning all the drills and everything, and really enjoying the setup here.
Yes, yeah, definitely a great setup. And then say moving it to Friday's show and say first full-time training camp. How confident are you feeling going into this fight? Have you seen a huge shift now that you're training 3 times a day and doing these big sessions?
Yeah, definitely feeling a lot more confident. Just a lot more focused as well. Whereas before, I know what I'm in for now, whereas before I didn't sort of I didn't gauge it as well as I should have, and now I've got a good idea of what I'm up against, and I know it's going to be a tough fight. Every fight's going to be a tough fight, and I'm prepared for that. And I've worked hard. I've put the hard yards in, and so about getting the job done now.
Absolutely, and so going from that amateur to professional career, what is it like when you feel a punch coming with no headgear, with those smaller gloves? How does that compare to the amateur days? So there'll be a lot of people at home that have had an amateur fight or a corporate fight. How does stepping in the ring as a pro compare to that?
Look, I enjoyed it a lot more. For only having the one fight, I've been hit a lot harder in my amateur career. I haven't had that big hit in the pros, and I hope to keep it that way. Yeah. I can move my head a lot quicker, and I just feel a lot sharper and faster in there. So I think it suits my style as well, the pro career. So I think it suits me to a T, and much preferring it. Yeah.
Excellent. And finally, obviously weigh-in is in a couple of days' time on Thursday. How are you feeling about weight? Has everything gone well?
Yeah, sitting pretty. No struggles at all. No dramas. Haven't had to change anything really. Got my diet in place, and not hungry at all, and lean and fit.
Excellent. All right. Well, before we go, you want to give a shout out to any of your sponsors?
Yeah. Just a big shout out to Paulie at Glovebox. All the help he's been getting me prepared for this fight, and Dave Bean at Ringer Scaffolding, a major sponsor. He'll be down there with a couple of tables and showing his support. He's getting a big crew behind me so I can continue my dream and train full time and really give this a shot to see where I can take it. So much appreciated, guys.
Excellent. Well, look, we wish you all the best. We'll catch up with you on the way in on Thursday night. Until then, enjoy your last few days, and like I say, we'll catch you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mitch.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks.